Hey Bears fans, welcome back. Today we have some major updates on Chicago Bears and a deep dive into what's been happening on the field. And let me tell you, there's a lot to unpack. First things first, DJ Moore is back in Chicago after that brief scare during the last game, and the news couldn't be more reassuring. The team has confirmed that he's going to be day-to-day, moving forward after dealing with a groin issue. Now, if you saw the scene during the game, you know it was a bit of a heart-stopper. DJ heading to the hospital immediately after the game had everyone on edge. For a moment, fans were left wondering, what does this mean? Is it serious? But from everything that's come out since, it seems like the medical staff was simply being cautious. Sometimes these hospital visits aren't about major injuries. They're about hydration, monitoring, and making sure the player gets all the fluids and care they need to bounce back quickly. So while it looks scary, the outlook is positive. This season has been a unique journey for DJ Moore. He's not putting up the big 1,200-yard numbers that you might have expected, but he's finding his place in the team's evolving offense. There's a shared responsibility among receivers. Tight ends are emerging as key targets, and the ball distribution has become more dynamic. Last night's game gave us a glimpse of what DJ can still bring to the table when he's targeted in space and matched up one-on-one. Early in the game, all three of his catches came in the first quarter, totaling 42 yards, and that suggested we might be seeing a breakout performance. But as the game progressed, the focus shifted, and the second half didn't highlight him as much. Even so, seeing him involved early is promising because it shows the coaching staff is willing to get him the opportunities that play to his strengths. DJ's role now is as much about leadership and teamwork as it is about stats. The way he vibes with Caleb Williams, how he communicates on the field, and the small but meaningful moments, like celebrating a blocked kick or rallying the team after a big play, are crucial to the Bears' cohesion. These are the moments that can make or break a team's chemistry over a long season. For a player like DJ, embracing this role can be the difference between a good season and a great one, even if his individual numbers don't lead the league. Leadership in football isn't just about what happens in the stat sheet. It's about influencing the game through preparation, presence, and the energy you bring to practice and match days. And in that sense, DJ Moore is proving he's indispensable. Shifting gears to the offensive side of the ball, last night's game showed some encouraging adjustments from Ben Johnson and his coaching staff. Heading into the matchup, the Bears had two clear weaknesses. The running game wasn't clicking, and the team struggled to stop the run defensively. But against a formidable opponent, both of those areas showed marked improvement. The Bears rushed for 145 yards as a team, a significant jump from the season average of just over 100 yards per game. DeAndre Swift, in particular, looked phenomenal, averaging over 7 yards per carry and consistently gaining positive yardage. The running backs, as a unit, became more efficient, and the offensive line gave them the space to execute. This wasn't just about numbers. It was about rhythm, confidence, and finally seeing a system take shape where the players can maximize their skills. It wasn't only the offensive line creating opportunities. The play calling itself leaned into the strengths of the personnel. Outside zone runs and pull lead concepts allowed Swift to operate in space, where he excels, instead of forcing him into situations that didn't fit his style. When you watch Swift in those moments, it's clear that the coaching staff adjusted perfectly to what he does best. The line's mobility, combined with strategic motion and alignment, gave him lanes to work with and maximized every carry. It's one of those subtle but critical coaching decisions that can change the trajectory of a season. Leaning into what works instead of forcing a player into a role he's not suited for shows growth, adaptability, and a keen understanding of personnel dynamics. Swift's ability to gain 10-plus yards on outside zone runs is a testament to both his talent and the staff's ability to play to his strengths. Defensively, the Bears also showed progress in stopping the run. TJ Edwards made a noticeable impact coming back from injury, immediately demonstrating why he's such a key piece in the linebacker core. Shooting the gaps and reading the plays with precision, he helped slow down a running attack that had been carving through defenses earlier in the season. Paired with Tmain, who handled dual linebacker responsibilities effectively, the combination was formidable. It's worth noting that Noah Suh's absence due to a concussion last night reminded everyone how crucial depth is at linebacker. While Suh has been one of the most improved players this season, stepping into the rotation seamlessly has been important for maintaining defensive stability. The Bears' adjustments from assignments to alignment indicate a team that is learning to leverage its strengths while minimizing weaknesses, a sign of both good coaching and player buy-in. All of these elements, the offense finding its run game identity, Swift thriving in space, DJ Moore contributing as a leader, and a linebacker stepping up, paint a picture of a team that is evolving. It may not be elite just yet, but the potential is enormous. If the Bears continue to improve in both the running and defensive aspects of the game, while Caleb Williams progresses in his passing, this could become a top 10 offense. The defense, particularly with the secondary creating turnovers and maintaining coverage, can be solid enough to complement that offense. The key is consistency, turning flashes of excellence into a steady, week-to-week performance. It's not just about one spectacular game. It's about building identity, chemistry, and resilience over the long haul. On a final note regarding last night's game, the energy and confidence gained from executing in both phases of the field cannot be understated. Wins like this provide momentum, not just in the standings, but in how the team views itself and its capabilities. Players buy into the system when they see their efforts translate to tangible results, and coaches gain the confidence to make further adjustments based on what works. Watching the Bears run the football effectively, defend the run, and see key contributors like Edwards and Swift shine sets a precedent for the remainder of the season. The pieces are coming together, and if injuries are managed well, the Bears could be positioned for a solid run. This is exactly the kind of progress that fans have been waiting to see, and it's the type of development that could define Ben Johnson's first year at the helm. Continuing with the Bears' story, one of the most impressive aspects of last night's game was how the adjustments on both sides of the ball seemed to complement each other perfectly. Offensively, the team finally started to embrace a balanced approach that allowed Caleb Williams to manage the game efficiently while still keeping defenses honest with the running game. Another player who stood out was DeAndre Swift, who seems to have finally found his stride within this system. By using outside zone runs and pull lead concepts, the coaching staff put him in situations where he could accelerate in space, making defenders miss and turning routine carries into explosive plays. Swift's vision and agility were on full display, and the offensive line did a fantastic job of giving him the lanes he needed. Darnell Wright, Theo Benedict, Joe Tooney, Drew Dolman, and Jonah Jackson all contributed to a front that moved cohesively, creating gaps that allowed Swift to maximize every opportunity. There's something about seeing a player like Swift operate at this level. It's as if the entire system is clicking around him. Instead of forcing him into power runs where he has to grind for every yard, the Bears allowed him to play to his strengths, and the result was immediate. Every carry looked purposeful, every gap exploited, and every play seemed to reinforce the idea that this offense is evolving in the right direction. Defensively, the Bears' linebackers were key in controlling the run, but it wasn't just about personnel. It was about assignments, angles, and anticipation. TJ Edwards' return brought a level of instinct and energy that hadn't been fully present in previous weeks. His ability to read plays quickly and react decisively allowed the Bears to limit big gains on the ground. Paired with Tmain at linebacker, they formed a unit that could plug gaps, maintain leverage, and make tackles at the line of scrimmage. Even with Noah Suh sidelined due to a concussion, the team demonstrated depth and resilience, ensuring that the front seven remained disciplined and effective. This level of coordination doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of repetition, trust among teammates, and a clear understanding of roles within the defensive scheme. Fans often focus on flashy interceptions or sacks, but controlling the line of scrimmage and forcing offenses into predictable patterns is just as critical. Last night, the Bears showed they could do that, and the impact on overall team confidence was palpable. What's exciting about this team is the way incremental improvements in different areas are compounding into a cohesive identity. On offense, The combination of a stronger running game and an emerging passing rhythm allows the team to sustain drives and control the clock. On defense, the ability to limit explosive plays and maintain gap discipline keeps opponents off balance. When both sides of the ball are improving simultaneously, the margin for error decreases and the team's ceiling rises. It's no longer just about winning one game or executing a single standout play. It's about building momentum, establishing trust in the game plan, and demonstrating that the adjustments being made in practice can translate to real results on the field. One subtle but important storyline to follow is the development of team chemistry, especially between key playmakers like Caleb Williams and DJ Moore. Last night provided a glimpse of how this relationship is evolving. Early in the game, DJ was targeted effectively, and the way he engaged with Caleb during critical moments, celebrating together after pivotal plays, communicating on the sidelines, illustrates the intangible qualities that can elevate a team beyond raw talent. Leadership, mentorship, and communication matter just as much as physical ability in the NFL. If DJ embraces his role as both a playmaker and a leader, it could have a ripple effect on the entire offensive unit, improving execution and fostering confidence across the roster. This dynamic is particularly important in high-pressure situations, where the ability to stay composed and trust your teammates can make the difference between a win and a loss. Another factor contributing to the Bears' performance is the adaptability of the coaching staff. Ben Johnson has shown a willingness to experiment and make adjustments that align with player strengths. Instead of forcing a rigid system, he's leaned into what works, whether it's the outside zone runs for Swift, creative passing concepts to spread the field, or defensive alignments that optimize gap control and leverage. This level of flexibility is critical for a team that is still defining its identity. It allows the Bears to respond to in-game challenges, exploit mismatches, and keep opponents guessing. Fans often notice the big plays, but these behind-the-scenes decisions, personnel choices, alignment adjustments, and strategic calls are what ultimately shape consistent success. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Chicago is buzzing with whispers tonight as word spreads about a shocking development involving cornerback Nate Hobbs. Sources close to the team suggest that Hobbs, who recently donned the Bears' navy and orange, may have found himself in a situation no one saw coming, literally and figuratively. The phrase on everyone's lips is Hobbs in shock, though exactly what that means remains tantalizingly vague. Insiders hint at a moment during practice or a team meeting where Hobbs appeared stunned, leaving teammates exchanging glances and trainers on high alert. The nature of the incident is unclear. Some reports suggest it was physical, others imply an emotional jolt, but the effect is undeniable, a ripple of concern, curiosity, and speculation sweeping through Soldier Field. Hobbs, known for his explosive speed and instinctive coverage, was expected to be a key figure in the Bears' defensive backfield this season. His transition from the Raiders to Chicago had fans optimistic, envisioning lockdown coverage and highlight reel interceptions. Yet now, chatter suggests a cloud of uncertainty hovering over his debut. Could it be an injury, a confrontation, or something entirely off the field? Every hint fuels the rumor mill. Fans have taken to social media, dissecting every photo, every cryptic caption, and every post-game interview for clues. Analysts on local sports radio are spinning theories, ranging from minor health scares to high-pressure adjustment struggles, but no official statement has confirmed anything. Hobbs himself has remained tight-lipped, smiling for the cameras but giving nothing away. One thing is certain. The Bears' locker room is now the epicenter of speculation. Teammates are reportedly supportive but cautious, while coaches are keeping a close watch, perhaps anticipating the type of media storm that can accompany such unexpected events. Whatever the truth behind Hobbs in shock, the rumor has already injected an electrifying dose of intrigue into Chicago's preseason narrative. As the Bears prepare for their upcoming matchups, all eyes will be on Nate Hobbs, not just for his coverage skills, but for answers. Whether this shock is a fleeting moment or the start of a bigger story remains to be seen. But one thing is for sure. Chicago is talking, the buzz is real, and the bear season has just gotten a little more mysterious. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.